that situation?
Yeah, it's not my decision whether I start the next game or not. So I'm unsure on that. I'm sure in a couple of weeks we'll go back and we'll find out. But no, I think listen, if you look back at my last 15 to 20 starts for club and country, I'd be happy to sit here and say I'm really happy with my performances. My record under this manager speaks for itself. I haven't started as many games as I'd like, but my win percentage when I've played is ridiculously high. And of course, there's times when I can do more, and times then I can improve and help the team. But yeah, I'm just wanting to help the team. I'm wanting to help the team get out of this position that we're in at the moment, and hopefully we can do that in the coming weeks.
Chris, then Andy.
Just kind of on that, Harry, what has been showing that you should be starting more?
Yeah, I think I can only do what I've been doing in terms of when I'm coming into the team, bringing positive performances. I think obviously I've started 2 games this season and come on in a few off the bench. But yeah, keep working hard in training. I think the manager can only watch training and make his decision from training and the games when I get the opportunity to play. So I'll keep working hard. I'll keep pushing. I have great belief in myself, and I'm sure there'll be opportunities to come because, as we know, in the Premier League and when you're in all these competitions, there's many games, and unfortunately, injuries are part and parcel of football, and players get them. So I'm sure there'll be many opportunities to come.
Andy.
How do you follow on from what Chris taken away from you?
Obviously, like I said, I believe in my ability and what I've done in my career, as every player should. Every player who's on the bench should believe that they should be starting. Otherwise, they won't be playing at a high level. So I'm no different. Listen, it's been tough. I want to play games. I want to feel important to the club, and I want to feel important to the rest of the team. At the moment, I haven't been playing nowhere near as much as I'd like. It's the bottom line of it. And I've just got to make sure that I'm ready to take the opportunities when they come along.
When does the game time become an issue? You keep mentioning sooner rather than later.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not going to sit here all my life and play once every month. And if it carries on, then I'm sure myself and the club will sit down and have a chat about things. But honestly, at the moment, I'm fully focused on the 2 games for England, 2 big games. And then I'm fully focused on fighting and trying to get back my place at Manchester United and helping the team climb up the league to where we should be.
Okay, let's make the last few quick, Jacob.
Harry, do you find yourself young players as well?
Yeah, I don't read anything on social media, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, I think, listen, social media is a big part of the world now. That's the way it's gone, and that's the way football is involved heavily on social media. And of course, it will impact a lot of players, and especially the younger players growing up now. Social media is part of it, and they're going to have to accept that it is. And it'll be tough for the young players, but the main advice I'd say is don't read it, come off it, speak to the people who are close to you, and the most important thing is your managers and your staff and your players, how much they respect you. So yeah, we speak about it at Manchester United, of course, because it's such a big part of the club. But the bubble that we have and the spotlight's on us, we need to keep that bubble strong, and you get that belief and confidence from within that.
Did you used to read it, and is that something that you've stopped doing recently?
I haven't read it for a number of years, to be honest. I think, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't see anything. Of course, I see things. I post on my social media myself, but he's supposed to. I come off. I don't flick through the comments. But yeah, I think it's like I said, it's part and parcel of football, and it'll be tough, I'm sure, for many young players who come into the game. But I'm sure clubs now have got to start looking at ways and help to give them young players an advice and how to deal with that.
Simon.
Harry, you spoke about the
if she felt like that and felt like she wanted to do that, then I fully support her in terms of that. My mum's been a big part of my career. She's someone who I go to for support, and she was in the stands in the Scotland game, so she probably felt affected by it and annoyed by it. But no, I think, like I said, she's probably more worried for myself. But I reiterate to her that I'm all good, and I'm strong mentally, and I can deal with it. So yeah, it probably does affect them. Like I say, it probably affects them a lot more than it does myself, because they've obviously do get affected by it, but then they also worry for me and how I'm dealing with it. But yeah, I reiterate to her all the time that I'm good.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Cheers.
Just ask two quick ones. When David Beckham flashes up on your phone, what are you thinking? What did you think he was calling you about?
Don't know what I thought really. Put a big smile on my face, I would say. But yeah, when he phoned me a couple of days after the Scotland game, so I had a good idea that it probably would be about that. But yeah, like I said, it was amazing to speak to him and for him to get his message across to me. And obviously, I've watched his documentary and it was really inspiring. So yeah, he's a role model to me.
And just on